Welcome back to Origami Snowman. My name is Matt. Not sure why I got so dramatic and earnest just then, but I will not be doing that again. So, hi! I want to talk about the books that I've read so far this year. The date, I don't know. I don't have the date on my watch. The date is... Hang on. I can do this. Hold on. Friday, so that's 14, 15... Today is February 18th, 2025. I have not read as many books this year as I had hoped. And there's a very good reason for that. My mental health notwithstanding, I started the year with a chonker, like a real big book. Look at that. I bet you can guess. It's Brandon Sanderson. Rhythm of War. This is book 4 of the Stormlight Archive. It is big in a lot of ways. This isn't one of those fly-through types of books. This isn't a beach read. This isn't a... No, this isn't... I talk a lot about palate cleansers, like Roger Zelazny or what's the guy? Russell something. The guy who wrote Wasp. I don't even know if y'all know who I'm talking about. Those are the books that you read between the books that you read. They're just nice. They're good. They kind of, they air out the room a little bit. This is not that kind of book. This book is, hang on, I'm skipping all the mechanical stuff at the end where it explains how things work. 1,260 pages for book 4. There are 5 books currently in the series, and I'm getting around to it. I'm working my way up to Wind and Truth because this took it out of me. I love this series. I'm having a great time. Look at, see, that's so much natural light reflecting off I'm having so much fun with this series. There's so many great characters, but I'm exhausted. Emotionally exhausted, not just for the world and what's happening in it, but this world and what's happening in it. I'm just afraid for so many people. It's just hard. I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 because there came a point where I thought this is a little too much explanation, and I'm done reading now. I'd say I was done with this book about maybe 200 pages before it ended. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. You got a 4, but I also thought sometimes you can eat too much cake. This felt like too much cake, and I got a tummy ache. After I was done with that, I picked up a book, and I know I've given a list of my reads for 2025, what I'm going to be moving on with and reading throughout the year. And this book was not on the list. It should have been. I forgot it was over on my shelf, and I was very excited to read it. In fact, it didn't make my list. It didn't make that video, but before I was done with this, I knew what I was reading. Like I didn't even think about those other books that I actually talked about. Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Andy Weir wrote The Martian, which is so good. Fantastically funny and exciting and interesting. The movie is incredible. I highly recommend it. All ages, there are a couple F-bombs and you do see one dude's booty. It's a body double for Matt Damon, so don't get all excited, Grandma. This is really good. I don't want to give too much away, but it's about a guy who wakes up. I can't, no, I'm not going to give anything away. He wakes up. Spoiler alert. It was really fun. There were moments that felt like this is getting a little bit silly, but I didn't care. There were several moments where I thought, is this happening? Is this what he picked for his plot? Okay, maybe we'll wait for the catch, because this doesn't seem like it is what it is. Totally was what I thought it was. But it was good. It was really good. It had, I'm going to get myself in trouble here, but that's fine. I'm going with it. I'm in it now. It had the feeling of like, do you remember when you were little? Like real little, like 6, 7 years old, and you'd go to the McDonald's play place, you know? That was a new thing for us back in the 80s. They didn't all have, playgrounds in them, but they do now. But you go to the play place at McDonald's and you're there, and there's just some weird kid that you're like, your parents abandoned you and you've been here for a week eating like random fries and half a burger that some kid left up in the little tower thing. That's how he's been surviving. And he's kind of got that Ben Gunn look from, Treasure Island, where he's like, have you got any cheese? That's kind of how this book felt. It was just really excited to be a book. And I loved it. It was so much fun. It was so enthusiastic about itself that I couldn't fault it. I was like, yeah, be excited, man. Way to go. You found a chicken McNugget. Look at you. You get to live another day. I'm so proud of you, little guy. Is your mom here? Are you okay? It was great. Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. And then I immediately started in on a book that is on my list from that video, The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. This is another one of those books that, no, I didn't steal that idea from anywhere. Absolutely not. Hey, let's get on with the story. That's kind of how it feels. You're like, wait a minute. We've got an orphan who goes off to a special school and is met with a lot of disdain from a lot of people. Makes friends with one very brainy child. Makes enemies with a very rich kid who hates him, her. And then as a teacher who also randomly hates the main character. It feels very derivative of another certain book series that is very popular. However, it's pretty good. There are enough unique moments in here that I don't really care that it's going heavy on certain tropes. They're decent tropes. And we'll talk about tropes in another video, but sometimes tropes can be really, really good. And so far, I'm enjoying the tropes in this. I'm not quite halfway through. We're enjoying it. It's going well. Yeah, I would recommend Rhythm of War, provided you have read the other books in the series. Don't just jump right into this. You will be even more confused than you will be when you start book one, because I'm going to be honest. The Way of Kings is a fantastic book, but at no point in time will you ever feel like you know what's going on. And then you're just used to that feeling, so the rest of the series is right on par. I don't know how to explain what this series is about, just so you know. It would take me longer to explain it than for you to read it. So, yeah, I would recommend Rhythm of War. Definitely recommend Project Hail Mary. It's terrific. It is just terrific. I don't know what else to say. It's a lot of fun. It's funny. It was a page turner. It was really good. And then the Poppy War, I'll let you know. But right now, it's like a 3 out of 5. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm still reading it. I have no inclination of shelving it when I'm gonna finish it. And then I got 2 more to read, and those will come later in the year. But I kind of get the sense of where it's going. Tropes are tropes for a reason. We've seen it done a million times. R.F. Kuang is using those tropes well. This isn't the type of book that I'll forget I'm reading. There have been books that I've forgotten that I was reading until I find them later on a bookshelf, and I'm like, there's a bookmark in this. Was I ever actually reading this? So, R.F. Kuang, Poppy War, pretty good. I have a feeling it's going to get much, much better. Project Hail Mary, really, really good. The voice in it is so optimistic and so cheerful, even when everything is going wrong. And then Rhythm of War is good work. It is good work, but it is work, just so you know. Anyway, those are the books that only 3 books, and we're almost to the end of February. We're like 10 days out. Are we? Is that right? I forget what day I said it was. We're getting close to the end of the month, and I've only read 4. Nope, 3. I'm dying. 2.5 books. I should not be reviewing books. This is clearly not... I need to make this more of a priority. I'm sorry, I'm going to ignore my kids from now on. I have books to read. My 5 YouTube viewers demand it. You know you can help by sharing these videos. Anyway, whatever, it's fine. I thank you so much for watching. I love you guys all to pieces. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.